Hello everyone. As you know, the SPM and SPM results have recently been announced. Congratulations to all students for obtaining excellent results in your recent board exam. As you know, you are in the transition phase to enter your tertiary studies by applying for scholarships offered by companies as well as colleges. This video is specially prepared to provide you tips and hints of how you could ace your scholarship assessment.
Question yourself, can you deliver the main message in 10 to 15 words? In a good presentation, it is very important to outline the main message along with its supporting points and examples. Summarize your presentation.
To prepare for an interview session, dress nicely, dress appropriately is always an important element. Dress to impress. If you dress appropriately, a formal wear to an interview session always makes the interviewer think that you take this seriously. So, practice makes perfect. It is a very common knowledge that you have to practice in order to perfect something. Practicing about your speech does actually give you a better knowledge at what you are talking about. You can either practice before you sleep, or you can even practice in front of the mirror. So, sometimes there are even people who can actually practice when they are in a toilet break. So, what is the strength and weakness of your product? What is its feature? Where do you see it being utilized in 5 years? What are its costs? And blah blah blah. These are the frequently asked questions that the audience might come up with. It's right, they are weird sometimes, but spending more time in your preparation to help to deal with these questions, thinking about the simple answer for them, might actually help you to score a better presentation. And eventually, it will help to give you even better impressions to the audience. So, in an interview sessions, there are always certain things that you should be aware of. For example, your body language. Like just now, when I'm leaning against a wall, you can see that I feel not interested. It does not show any respect to the interviewer. So, for an interview session, the body language is always something that you let the interviewer see. So, the thing is, interviewing session is just not about communication through verbal. There are also non-verbal communications. That's why body language is also one of the important essentials.
Good day, Mr. Lee.
Hello, you must be going. Good morning.
Be sure to always make eye contact when you are answering a question. It's very important to look into your interviewer's eye, especially when they are asking you a question while you're answering them. It actually helps to convey credibility and trust. So, you don't actually have to just stare into their eyes and then just keep on looking at them. Just occasionally look at them and then maybe just look at the hands and not just their face. Just remember that don't let your gaze move around the entire room.
Firstly, can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Chin Boe. I am a recent graduate from INTI Penang. I plan to further my studies in UM.
Why did you apply for the University Malaya degree bursary?
Mainly the reason is because I plan to study in UM. I plan to take the engineering degree, and also University Malaya has the best facilities, one of the most prestigious universities in Malaysia. Of course, I would apply.
So, it's very important that when you're attending an interview sessions, you must do some research. Get to know about the company's background, what they do, what they actually trying to make a profit from. So, when you're attending that interview session, you can actually answer most of their questions, and be sure that you should also get to know about that interviewer. It is very important so that they get the kind of respect from you when you actually address them properly. So, during an interview sessions, there might be times when you actually gone stuttering. So, don't be afraid of actually correct your own answer. Yes, you actually came up with one answer, but if you actually feel bad about that, just tell them that, oh, I might want to rethink about it, and just give a new answer that you feel like it's suitable.
Could you tell me one of your weaknesses?
I guess messy. Yeah, messy.
Okay.
I would like to clarify that when I meant messy, I don't mean like time management wise messy. I actually meant more of like a messy physically. Like during the exam weeks, I could stay in my room, study all day, and not take a shower for a full day. At my workplace really gets messy.
Always be curious. In an interview sessions, you should always ask questions. Do not just make it like a questions from the interviewer and then just answering it. Be curious and ask something that you wish to know as well about the companies or about the things that you want to know.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I would actually like to ask a question because aside from engineering, I have also a keen interest in analyzing data, risk analyst. So I was asking, is it possible to do a double major in engineering and actuarial science?
Yes, of course. That's not a problem.
Okay, that is all.
Yes, it's very true that during an question and answer session, you should always answer more than what you should. But don't talk too much. For some answers, you can give some extra example, some extra points, but let's not over elaborate that.
Good morning. You must be a Winter.
Of course.
Can you tell me about yourself?
You already know my name, right? I'm Incher. I'm from Penang. You know Penang, but I'm from not island. You know, it's mainland.
2,000 years later.
Like in Montevideo, I think you don't know lah. It's like between Perak and it's near Perak and near Kedah. I think it's very hard to communicate with you.
It is very important to be the true you during an interview session. Do not put in anything that is some false information into your resume. It might actually, putting a false resume might actually impress the interviewer on first glance. But during the interview session, it will eventually come out and to say that, oh, this is not the real you. Is this a lie or whatsoever?
Why did you apply for the University Malaya degree bursary?
Oh, you see, because UMDB is like very famous. I think recently it always appears on the news like got some issue. It's a famous company like quite recently is often on the newspaper on the news like it's very famous. I think that's all.
Okay, but just for your information, University Malaya degree bursary is a scholarship. It's not a company.
Really?
For some example of body language, there is fidgeting, like biting your nails, then shaking your legs throughout the entire interview session. So, it's very bad example to do so because it actually shows the interviewer that you are not confident about what you are doing through.
Alright everyone, that's all from us today. We hope that our advice will be of good use to you and you achieve whatever you have targeted. Thank you.
So, last but not least, no flirting.
Could you tell me one of your weaknesses?
I think it's those beautiful eyes of yours.